come and grab. There's Ace, take it up. So he's got wand and 3 branches starting off with that, heading into Falcon Blade. And it looks like he's got Axe queued up straight away.
Okay. It's a strong Aghanim Scepter. It's just attacking 3 units.
Oh, Ursa being bullied before he's able to get to the creep wave.
It's a good start for EG. Ursa's on half HP, so now they can start to play a bit more aggressive. Wisper starting with the Timber Chain, of course. In this matchup, you want to be able to get away, maybe connect onto Rubik. I've even seen like Timbersaw is not getting points in Reactive Armor in this one, like maybe 1, but you want to be able to like potentially punish Rubik if he's the one chasing you. Matthew trying to get the pull off, but not successful.
Radiant creeps are there.
Yeah, plants Sentry Ward, blocks the small camp.
Yeah, also the fact that they did the same thing yesterday is killing off that range creep before it comes across. Try and take that down, get a little bit of experience. And Wisper going to drag the remaining creeps back to the lane proper. Bit of damage onto Celery though, has to Fairy Fire, the double blink strike, and Wisper with the first blood! Ooh, it starts off well for EG.
But I killed you!
That's a great start. This is like 2 heroes that don't really do much. Like I don't think Celery should die, but they got a lot of work done early on. Both of the heroes were kind of half HP coming into this lane when the creeps met.
Yeah, spectacular start in a disadvantageous lane for EG, getting that early first blood.
Bottom lane's going to be a lot of harassment. Ace with Impetus, and then you have Tofu starting with the 3 throw.
And already seeing Pakaz at about half HP. Doesn't get a lot of utilization out of Time Walk because of all that damage over time, little bits of chip damage here and there. Tofu just going to zone Panda away. Looks like he's already dewarded his small camp, blocked up the large one, so should have the pull advantage as this progresses. But yeah, Ace currently 7 and 4, getting a fair amount of denies in this bottom lane as well. Start bringing a bit more regen out for himself. Oh, no, nice play by Panda there to deny range creep, thanks to the Purifying Flames. Top lane, Matthew going to slip away from Duraccio. But this is where Gaming Gladiators really are starting to play the lane as it was intended. They're the ones bullying, they're the ones pressing forward.
Or are they? Celery? Another Blink Strike's available.
Oh, you're right. Back in on top of the Rubik. Tricks of the trade and the final touch. There it is. Wisper with another kill, chaining away from Duraccio. And Wisper's the one with all the stacks on him, so Matthew will take a fair number of hits to kill him.
Yeah, he has
look like Ursa can.
7 Furious Swipe charges.
Oh,
we'll get a kill. Not a bad trade. Ursa getting solo XP, and maybe Oracle can bring some items if he can farm Blades of the Attack. The good thing, like what's important for Ursa is that he is getting the free farm, sitting at 16 CS. This is their hero that needs to have a good start. Same goes for Quinn, but Quinn, in terms of CS, he's doing well, but getting harassed a lot. Celery TP'd mid, refilled his bottle.
That's what the tips are about. I find that really funny. C-Smile tips Celery because Celery died and TP'd mid to refill the bottle. Then Celery tips Panda because Panda didn't die to TP mid to refill the bottle.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, can you go die?
I'm the real position 5. What are you up to, Panda? You're staying in your lane? Nah.
You're being alive? Not allowed.
That's not how you meant to play it. Duraccio, again, really signaling how this lane's meant to be. Bullying the Timbersaw a little better now. Well, it looks like Quinn has ditched the lane. Starting to stack up his jungle. So far, so good for this Death Prophet. 18-3 against the Bat Rider, dead even in farm. But Quinn is the one having to make that walk all the way.
They understand that they can't really fight right now. They don't have the tools to do so. Bat Rider is countered. He was supposed to be Chrono.
Yeah, straight on the edge. Lacoste needs a backup from DP and Timbersaw, but it's still a difficult target to bring down. The Avalanche looks good, but Ace still going to fall. Now Pakaz moves on the Tiny. Tofu in trouble. And Gaming Gladiator is going to cut their losses. Try and get Quinn out of danger. Cancel TPs down to bottom. And move away from here, but Wisper wants to keep on diving. Yule Scepter up, C-Smart catches. Wisper helped out by the Death Prophet, and they'll dive behind this tier 2 tower. 3 swift kills and 2 big ones.
Him having this explosive damage where you... Tofu, gonna be the first point of contact here.
Yeah, smoke breaks, Panda knows. Spot the Tiny in the trees. Slant him up. Catch him out. EG bring 5 heroes down there to protect their tier 1 now. Looks like Mage Slayer is next from Ace. He's getting dived under his tier 1. Matthew spotted him. Timbersaw on top of the inch, but the Nature's Attendant, tons of heal, and there's the Sproink, the Rainbow Impetus shot, launching out onto Matthew, nearly killing Ricky, but he gets off the tricks of the trade, while C-Smile in behind this tier 1. Diving Ace, the Chrono comes, Tofu and Ace both caught inside, and Wisper with a chakra will finish off yet another kill. Tofu down, and C-Smile is unstoppable. This is where EG are starting to put their foot down. Enchantress now, Mage Slayer done. Pretty nice against all these spellcasters. Trying to catch out Wisper top lane. Lasso is there, and the damage from Duraccio trying to kill him off, but a Timber Chain and the arrival of C-Smile slows things down. Wanting to chase Duraccio, and Wisper getting some revenge, but Game of Gladiators, they are all here. Avalanche toss, Wisper about to die. The Vault Promise is there, and Panda keeps him alive. A killing spree for him as they dive in. C-Smile falls, but Duraccio dead.
Oh, look at this damage from Enchantress.
Sproinks them all to death. Radiant scanning off to the right, that turns red as well, so everybody knows the direction the opponents are coming from. Ricky starts with a sleeping dart, the jump in from Picard, no chrono yet. Tofu trying the avalanche
so low.
Ricky being focused down as Duraccio and Quinn straight onto him. Tofu and Matthew trading lives, and Quinn just trying to chase up here, but C-Smile keeping them at bay while Duraccio trapped in between 3 of EG, down to half health. They've got the bit of save and a buying time from the Yules. Duraccio, BKB, and looking to jump back in the Avalanche again, but there's a false promise from the Oracle. Aegis already claimed up as Duraccio blinking back to his side of the map, and the 2-man chrono there, catching both supports. Quinn and Ace still on the outskirts though, doing an awful lot of damage here, and Picard is struggling to stick on a target. Celery with the Spirit Siphons, trying to roleplay as Boxy, but can't quite get the job done. And now Ace trapped in place. Quinn and Duraccio on this high ground, not able to rejoin the fight. EG will come out victorious.
Like they're not done. Duraccio wants to chase.
Oh, he wanted back in on Picard. Gotta be careful though. EG looking to press into this enemy ancient spot where they do have high ground vision. Straight up chrono, catch Rubik and the Ench. They need the damage onto Ace as quickly as possible, and Wisper will provide that. Blow up the Enchantress. She gets off a Sproink. The Nature's Attendant's not going to heal her while Duraccio jumps on the Picard. BKB and False Promise required to buy the time he needs. Time walks a little bit off, and now the Ursa kind of stuck here. Lift up, drag back, not saving you from Wisper's reinitiation. Very attentive EG, focusing the targets they need, and diving this tier 2 for the Rubik kill. The cherry on top.
Shard upgrade. Didn't even use the oh my god, he has a Force Staff and Ogre Seal Totem as well. With the shard plus Time Walk.
So much mobility.
The gap. They caught him.
Yeah, lassoed up, but the Yules make sure that the Ursa can't do the damage, and Picard saved by his team, allowed to chrono this Ursa. Now Ench arriving, and a stolen one. There's the Rubik coming in clutch. Everyone from EG stuck inside. Duraccio still dies. Timber Chain across, looking for Tofu now. Matthew trying to jump back in onto this Enchantress, but the lift to save. Celery keeps them at bay, allows Ace to keep doing damage while C-Smile and Wisper chasing this Enchantress. Get the pesky Fawn out of here. Wisper is unstoppable now. Trying to remove a lot of that vision. Again, so important to catch a glimpse of the Oracle, find out where Panda's playing. Matthew back to the high ground as Quinn BKBs and moves up the ramp, focusing Picard. He's got Time Walk off to the right. The chrono looks like a good one. They've killed Panda off though. Oracle is down, so no safety net for them. Duraccio getting blown up though. Has to buy back a stolen chrono. 2 of them trapped inside from EG, but Duraccio is about to die here. Quinn has already fallen, had to buy back himself. As Wisper moving in. Celery stealing the Timber Chain. C-Smile nearly dead. The Hurricane Pipe pushes him back, and Ace blows up the Death Prophet now. Pakaz getting tossed around near the Roche Pit, controlled up by the lift. Have they got the damage to finish him off? He time walks off to the left, and Wisper is back in again. Chakram missing, the Force Staff out of Tofu, getting the distance he needs, and the stolen Chakram. Celery chucks it back at the Timbersaw.
Now Celery is having a really good time this game, being very annoying. Another Chronosphere land, 7,000.
If anybody was near.
I'm always sad that you can't break Tiny. It would be so funny if it just shrinks. Double Abyssal, Lotus Orb.
That's it back. Tofu's in though with the Avalanche toss.
EG's alone here.
Is bringing 4 members to kill off Wisper. C-Smile going to go for the BKB TP. Duraccio trying to close the gap to try damage or controlling people up. Tofu and Ace here.
Thinking about it.
Go straight for the chrono. Exo as well. They really want to kill Ace here. Gaming Gladiators rallying around the Enchantress. She's got off the BKB and the attendants. Enchantress with some more Sproings could actually play her way out of this one. Tofu going to survive. Dragged away from Pakaz. And now they've moved back in onto the Faceless Void. He's going to try and time walk it off thanks to the false promise. But now Panda, the target of choice for Tofu and Celery, has the Fate's Edict on him, so protected against the magic damage, while Pakaz and the Smile chasing Quinn now. The Bat Rider gets turned on. This fight is dragging out forever as another chrono from Pakaz. Straight onto the Tiny and Ursa. Ench slept up, so the damage is lacking. And EG, they've done it now. Holding their high ground, coming out to play into the southern jungle and finding the Enchantress. A Yule from Matthew finds a bonus target. Celery's Rubik trying to flicker away, but doesn't get any distance. So Wisper and Pakaz straight on his head.
Double Yule Scepter.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lots of utility to deal with the Ursa and the Ench. I guess the Ench primarily. The additional bonus from the Halberd on ranged heroes.
Enchantress getting very close to her level 25.
The Blink initiation. Ursa gets lifted and forced out away. Ace gets the attendants out, Sproinks back, but Pakaz just keeps on chasing. Chrono's up the Enchantress now, and looking to blow up Ace. There is buyback available, and of course Ace in the hands of the Ursa still. DP caught inside that Chrono along with Wisper, unable to keep giving chase. Trying to blink and Timber chain across. Might be able to get a catch with the Scythe of Vice. What is that? Is that flamethrower stolen by Rubik? Gets up to the high ground, away we head. Lots of expenditure here from EG. Chrono, Exo, still wanting to find more, but the Blink Lasso, Bat Rider, refreshing up, going for the double lasso on the Faceless Void as Celery, annihilated by Matthew and the Timbersaw in the back lines. EG come their way.
Only one hero has buyback, and that's Pakaz.
It's Pakaz with a double damage rune as well, and he walks straight into the middle of them. Lincoln's popped. He does get Scythe. Ursa on him, the backup there from the Oracle. False Promise and a big Chrono. Bat Rider caught up in it. Quinn being battered into the ground. Dead for 2 minutes. Ace might be found as well, but they're going to go for the backlines. Rubik being destroyed by Pakaz's Faceless Void. Time walks back in, looks for Ace, reverses it, rewinds, backs away. As Tofu splits the fight, multiple directions. Pakaz and Wisper find Duraccio under the smoke screen, can't do anything, caught up and killed.
They're constantly disarmed both of the cores of Gaming Gladiators.
They can't do anything. Damage. Duraccio finally gets to open up onto a target and he slept. He's hexed, controlled for days on end. There's no end in sight, just being blown up and controlled everywhere. Duraccio gets tossed across to the Oracle, but Panda, even as a disarm his own, gets the Fate Edict out and the damage is down. Wisper with a double kill. Well, Ace has to BKB TP.
There's Matthew, way too much control. Like this
in the sky.
Disarmed again.
Disarmed damage more. And GG is cold. EG take game 1.
They disarmed the Enchantress, disabled her for good 30 to 40 seconds here. That like just shows the item.